So I'll be on later tonight, but I have to start early today because this way I don't run out of time. So I reached out. I emailed one of the daycares in um, in my neighborhood. It's right up the street. I hope I hear back from them because you know what I found out. I don't know if I told you guys, but I have to go to court for that ticket. I don't know if you guys remember, but years ago I got like it was when I was staying at my brother's house when my house was having work done. I got a ticket for blowing through a red light, which I mean it wasn't really that it was red. I mean it was red, but I just didn't feel comfortable with stopping short. I was afraid, so I just went through it. Anyway, I got pulled over, and I got a ticket for that, and it's been postponed. But now I have to go in July, and I can't change the date. I mean, I can change the date, but if I change the date, like there's no saying that the next date that they give me is going to be any better. And it's at 2:30 in the afternoon, and my babysitter is busy, and there's nobody else around. So I'm hoping I can get her into daycare by then, so the daycare can take care of her. um, I've been meaning to do it anyway, and I can't bring her to court. It says it on the paper that you can't bring children to court. So, you know, they really put you in a predicament here. Anyhow, hopefully I'll hear back. There's actually 2 daycare that are not far from my house. Like I could walk there and then walk back, which would be really good because I would do it twice a day. And I was thinking about just doing it for a couple of hours on Monday because that's when the court date is. Like maybe Monday and Wednesday. Anyhow, hopefully I hear back from them soon so I can get something set up. Because I do not want to go through care.com after that experience I had with that other girl. But I'm kind of in a predicament here. Anyway, destiny, love. Okay, now if you're with someone right now, your love life is moving forward. Perseverance pays off and love life moves forward, even if you've been feeling like things have been stuck. If you're not with anyone right now, that you've been feeling like things are a little stuck or nothing is happening, perseverance pays off. A Cancer comes in, possibly in Aquarius. If you have a wish around love, don't be afraid to explore your options. Another air sign aside from the Aquarius comes in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and you should have choices. It looks like you have good karma coming your way around love. A Libra may enter, and also feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Life seems to move forward for you this summer. KM, general. Okay. So what you have going on here is things are going to change for the better for you quickly when you least expect it, possibly even overnight. You'll come into a period of good luck. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. You have a Virgo and a Leo coming in that could be of significance. A new little adventure is on the horizon. No longer waiting for your ship to come in, but making initiative, taking steps to make your life move forward. Maybe slow and steady wins the race, but life is starting to move forward for you. It's traffic court. I know it sucks. Anyway, once it's over, I'll feel relieved. Big Mama. How does Dee feel about me next actions? Feels like there is room for growth, change, and transformation. The love cup here is full, so that's very positive. Balance should come back to the situation. Growth, change, evolution, and a new beginning. Things move forward. I would say the next actions would be more communication and seeing each other in person. If you already do see each other frequently, you may take the relationship to the next level. If you don't see each other much frequently, then that's going to be the next step. Things move forward. Loso. Did our time spent yesterday will shift the energy in our relationship on a positive note? It was positive, whatever happened yesterday, but I don't see much positive change coming in. Wherever things are right now is pretty much where things are going to be for a while. I don't see much changing around the situation. It's like everything seems to be kind of staying still. Dating for the rest of the week. Okay, you're going to have some choices here. Water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You might feel as if life is finally starting to move forward, taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And something new or someone new could come in out of the blue when you least expect it. Perseverance pays off. Fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Or you may be feeling like from the fire sign you're getting more balance, you're getting treated better. This person is showing you more appreciation, or you're spending more time together. Feeling a little bit more stable between now and the end of the week. You also may be thinking a little bit too much. Try to get out of your head a little bit. Sagittarius may enter as well this week. Breezy. Does Jeremy have a baby on the way? Okay, is that Jeremy's baby? Yes, I think it is. Lala, will C's visa be approved for the summer? Will C's visa be approved for the summer? I think it will be. Lala, what's coming towards me this week? Got good karma coming back to you. Life seems to move forward. You have a fire sign that comes in that may be very ambitious. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries serves you well. And feeling a little bit like, I'm not waiting here for my ship to come in. I'm making things happen for myself. KB General. KB General. Negativity, pessimism moving into the past. Solution to a problem is in front of you, but you're just not seeing it. Before the end of the month, you'll see it. You've got financial stability coming in, balance coming back to life, and feeling better compensated and better respected at work, school, business, whatever you do all day. Somebody from your past may be returning through divine guidance. So you may run into somebody you haven't seen in a while in some kind of a divine timing kind of a way by being at the right place at the right time. Listen to your intuition. And you have cause for celebration that comes in before the end of the month, possibly with a Libra. Could be taking a trip to water, by water, or around water. And there's also a little road trip here. They could be the same thing, or they could be two separate things. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Something that you've been hoping to get, or something you've been hoping may happen, could happen this month. Ronnie, love. Okay, you've got starting a new journey and good luck on the horizon. You may not be looking back at the past fondly, and divine timing may bring in new energy. Looks as if you're headed towards the 10 cups being full. Now, you have a couple of things happening here. So that fire sign is still around, Sagittarius, but an air sign may come in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that you could meet through divine timing, possibly around going back to school or learning a new area of study. And you know, it doesn't always have to be like going back to college. It could be like, I don't know, taking a knitting class on Tuesday nights. But there may be something that's divine timing around that. And it could happen out of the blue when you least expect it. You've got the world at your feet. You're no longer holding yourself back. And perseverance pays off around love when you explore your options. Sagittarius isn't going to like it. Too bad. But you may be exploring options because you may feel like, you know what? The time has come. Nimmy love. Nimmy love. Okay, you might be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. When you make that decision, perseverance pays off. The love cup is full. Happiness comes in. You start a new journey, possibly with a Pisces. If you don't like the Pisces, a fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Now, if you're with someone right now, you might be making a decision to close the door on the past, whatever happened in the past, and start fresh with this person. Listen to your intuition. Starting a new journey will bring in happiness when you let go of whatever went wrong in the past. Cinnamon in general for the rest of the week. Maybe focused on a new business, a side business, or a new business idea. Looks like you have a little adventure coming in. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. Maybe taking a trip to water, by water, or around water. Put a wish out into the universe. You may be feeling very passionately about either going back to school or learning a new area of study, and anxiety seems to move into the past. Growth, change, and transformations coming to you as a person. A Scorpio and a Virgo both enter, or can be of significance. Crystal, finances in 2022. Finances look like they're improving. You're moving forward to greener pastures. You have a wish. You're focused on either a new business endeavor or a new job opportunity that brings in money. Could be a creative project of some type. Cause for celebration comes in around good karma around finances. If you've been waiting on money, it should arrive in 2022. I don't know if you're waiting on a sum of money or you're waiting on a loan or something gets approved, but finances improve in 2022. Pretty significant. UAF, spirit messages. How's the manager feeling with me now? What would happen if I applied for the accounting job? How's the manager feeling now? It looks like things have changed for the better quickly, or if they didn't change for the better quickly, they will be. The hard work you put in will come back to you. There's growth and transformation coming in. I would say that they're pleased with you or they're happy with whatever happened. If you had an argument or something like that, you may have gotten your point across and they may be understanding where you're coming from and they may have listened, or they may be taking what you said into appreciation and doing something about whatever needs to be done. What would happen if I applied for the accounting job? What would happen if I applied for the accounting job? I think you would get it. Okay, money comes in, no longer feeling stuck. You've got the ability to make it happen, and you would be happy. Spirit messages. Okay. Page of Fire, outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Empress, Archangel Gabriel. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. Release, Archangel Azrael. The end of a phase or a situation, a spiritual transformation. Carlos the pit bull. That's so cute. Oh my God. This show that Avery loves, The Little People, they have a pit bull and it looks like Dylan, only it's got a little bit more brown in it, and it's always sleeping. His name is Lucky. He's always sleeping. UAF General for July. General for July. Okay, it looks like July you could be starting a new journey and you've got some good luck around it. The Six of Cups could bring back somebody from your past, or you may run into somebody, an old friend or something. You're no longer feeling as if you're holding yourself back. A wish comes true. Could be feeling a little bit more appreciated at work, better compensated, and like life has come back into balance. It also looks like financially you may be feeling a little bit more stable. Could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care in the month of July. Anxiety seems to move into the past. Money comes in with the Ten of Pentacles. Could be changing homes, redecorating your home, upgrading a relationship, or taking a relationship to the next level. Four of Wands is always positive. And feeling successful around either putting money aside for something or paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Manuela, I've been trying to get this money. Will I get it? I've been trying to get this money. Will I get it? You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Whatever it is that you're doing, just don't give up. You may have to put some effort in or be persistent, but you should get it. UAF, will I get the offer from MIR? Yes, I think you will. Got the Magician here. I think you can make it happen. T-Vet, will they send us back home sometime this year? They may make it your choice. They may give you the choice with the Seven of Cups. So I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes, they're going to send you back home, but they may make it your choice, and if it's your wish, you may get that. Could be up to you, though. Nina, General for the next 2 months. Okay. Things change for the better for you quickly over the next 2 months. Your perseverance pays off and life moves forward pretty quickly. Could be taking a little road trip. A Virgo comes in. Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful of that card if you don't want children right now. You may be spending time working on a creative project that you get a lot out of. Cause for celebration comes in when you see good karma come back to your life. Intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. It looks like divine guidance is guiding you to start a new journey that will bring in lots of good luck, and that may have something to do with going back to school or learning a new area of study. It looks like at work, school, business, whatever you do all day, you're feeling like you're getting better compensated and that you're earning more money and more respect. Balance comes back to your life. Stepping into your own ambition, stepping into your own self-confidence, laying down the law, setting up boundaries brings in financial stability. Elizabeth, do you see a relationship with Orlando? You've got a 70% chance, yeah, you could have a relationship with him. Listen to your intuition and let your intuition guide you. Red. Who around the Pisces doesn't want us together or is jealous? an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It's an earth sign who's very ambitious and very pushy. They may be an earth sign that has a lot of fire in them. They feel burdened by the situation, and they're very manipulating and controlling. Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Jay, one card each. Would I start working full-time as a combo driver in 2022? Lovers, it's possible for 2022. 2023. Two of Cups, it's possible in 2023 also, but I would say it's higher in 2022. 2024. Eight of Pentacles. I think in 2024 you could move up the ladder. You could be, I don't know where you go next, like from combo driver, what comes after that, but you may be learning something new and moving up by 2024. 2025, Page of Cups, you may be adding a creative aspect to your career. I think that you'll become the driver in 2022. Crystal, will I get my own fancy car soon that I can afford? I would say before the end of the year you will. Nina, general love for the next 2 months. Disappointment moves into the past. Heartbreak moves into the past. Indecision and negativity is all moving into the past. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. If you are not with anyone right now, you have a wish, put it out into the universe. Virgo shows up as potential, so does an Aquarius. Good luck comes in around love. You've got the world at your feet and plenty of opportunity coming in. You'll have choices. You've got a Leo entering. Now, if you're currently with someone, disappointments around your current relationship will move into the past. You've got a wish, put it out into the universe. Current relationship will strengthen. UAF, would the accounting department really train me? Or will she hire me? With the accounting department, they have to train you. Like, what is wrong with these people? Like, they can't not train you. How are you going to know what to do? Everybody's system is different. Like, I got my job, my accounting job, because I was bookkeeper for so long at A&P, even though I didn't have any accounting experience. I had bookkeeping training. But their systems were backwards. So, I can't remember how it was backwards. I think it was, if you picked up, okay, if the register called for, say, $100, and there was actually $101 in the tray, if I picked up $101, it showed the drawer as -$1, right? Because how could you pick up a dollar that you don't have? So when it said -$1, it meant that the cashier was over $1, right? So that kind of is backwards. At my accounting job, it was the other way around. If they paid less, if they paid more, it left it as positive. So it was like backwards. I don't know. It was, and I had to learn I had to, like, my brain had to learn it different, right? And I also was always worked on a calculator. On a calculator. And it was different for me to change over to working on the keyboard, right? So you got to make adjustments. Every job is going to be different. They have to train you. They can't just put you in front of software that you've never used before and tell you to do it. What is wrong with these people? Would accounting really train me? Yeah, I think that she would train you. I think she would hire you. I think that she thinks that you're very intelligent and smart. I mean, to me, it's crazy that you could just expect somebody to know how to do things. Like, how would you know? It's craziness, these people. SL. What will happen between me and David? right? I don't know what your relationship is right now, but this is what the cards indicate. You may feel like the relationship is unsuccessful, or you may be feeling a little bit stuck, but that energy should change. Things change for the better quickly, and you feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief, no longer holding yourself back, and neither is he. You may need to lay down the law, set up boundaries, and express exactly what you want from the situation. At some point, that might be a little bit down the road. Looks like the relation stabilizes, and you have you're prepared for it. You're ready for things to move forward. You have the Fool here, which means you guys could be starting a new journey, and happiness could come out over the situation. It just may take time for this situation to move forward. So try not to get frustrated right away. Give it a little bit of time. Let things unfold organically. Julie, are known if something is up yet. Well, yeah. I mean, he knows that you don't believe him, and he knows that you question his whereabouts, and he knows that you're watching what he's doing. He just doesn't. He doesn't really know the extent of what's to come. Like he thinks he's got everything in control, and he thinks he can lie his way out of everything, which is not going to be the case. So you better smarten up. Yeah, so the accounting was backwards from what I did at A&P. Yeah, and it used to make me a little nuts in the first couple of months, but it took me a while to figure it out. But then I was able to figure it out. Julie, how is he feeling today? He feels kind of tired, exhausted, a little bit worn out, and he's kind of like a tower moment. Like he's just overwhelmed by everything. Elizabeth, General. Got some good karma coming back to your life, and you're being guided by the divine, which should lead you to choices around love when it comes to love. Looks like you have making it to the top of the mountain, feeling like I could breathe a sigh of relief around finances. You've got a soulmate connection coming in here on the horizon, starting a new journey, maybe learning a new area of study or going back to school for something. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Happiness comes out over your life, and somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. So, got good things coming in. Lydia, weekend read and vibe. The vibe is pretty good. The vibe is like the hard work that I've put out into the universe is coming back to me. I'm calling the shots and stepping into my own power. Somebody from your past may return this weekend. It looks like disappointment moves into the past and things seem to move forward. Could be spending time at home, entertaining at home, redecorating your home. You even could be upgrading a relationship with that card. It looks like the Two of Wands. You're prepared for excitement this weekend, and you could have a couple of opportunities. You got a Virgo, an Aquarius. You have an Aries, a Sagittarius, and a Scorpio around. Negativity moves into the past, and you may be exploring options. It looks like a pretty good week or weekend. You know, maybe even that may even spill over into the week because there's kind of a lot happening. Deja, advice for today. Okay, advice for today would be success comes in when you step into your own strength and you listen to your intuition. I would say don't be afraid to assert yourself in situations if you feel like you need to. Negativity will move into the past. And don't forget to take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You've got nice stuff happening. You're headed towards the 10 cups being full. That may not happen today, but it's on its way. Lydia, me and the Sagittarius haven't spoken in 4 days. Is he done or will he just see me or move on? He isn't done. No, you're going to hear more from him. He thinks that you're mad at him, so he's giving you some space. You know, he's going to put more effort in. You get a new journey on the horizon, and you have some luck coming in around this situation. You got a Pisces here, too, that may be looking to spend time with you. And also an Aries. So Sagittarius may have some competition. Deja, tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like a good day. Got cause for celebration that comes in around a creative project. Stepping into your own strength brings in some good karma. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Listen to your intuition. Being at the right place at the right time could bring in money. An earth sign that could be of significance. It could be a Virgo, but you also have another earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and passion. Jay, how's the heart-to-eat girl feel when she sees me walking towards her? Okay, she may appear like stoic, but inside she feels like a disaster. Yeah, I think she gets nervous, but you would never see it. She's got a good poker face. Crystal, when will I get a fancy new car that I can afford? I would say sometime this fall, like maybe sometime in late September, early October. Talia, what was my dream last night trying to tell me? That you have a wish, put it out into the universe. Have patience at this time. Don't look back on the past. Look forward. Got a new business opportunity coming in that's quite stable. You also have an Aries coming in that may be of significance. Jay, he told me that he loves me and will marry me. Is he serious or just lying? Thing is that if you're questioning it, your intuition is probably telling you that he's not telling the whole truth. It may feel very empty. I would say he cares about you a lot, and I think he enjoys being with you, but I think he's throwing that marriage thing out there because I think he thinks that's something that you want to hear. That's why he's saying it. If you put him on the spot or you tried to set a date, I don't know that he would step up to the plate. Not right now, anyway. Mini-me, does the Aries miss me at all? Yes, I would say yeah, they do miss you. Nav, was AB looking at my pictures that he has yesterday? I don't see him looking at pictures yesterday. Best way, does G want to be with me in a long-term relationship or H? Not this question again. Every time somebody is in a situation where they have to question whether somebody wants to be with them versus someone else always wins. Because you lower your worth and your vibration by comparing yourself to someone else. And the energy is never in your favor when you're questioning your worth. So think about it like that. If you're questioning whether or not somebody is going to choose me, pick me, I'm better, you've lowered your vibration and you've made your energy less attractive. So I would stop thinking that way because it's detrimental to this relationship. And there's definitely third-party interference here. I would suggest changing the way you think about the situation. Think of the situation like I choose him, not he chooses me. Because if you're sitting there as a pick-me person, like pick me, pick me, pick me, you don't get picked. And if you do, it doesn't last. So I would be careful. I would change the way you think about that situation. Deja, why do I feel so drained? Well, you know that I always say drink more water because dehydration can make you feel like shit. And sometimes we don't realize it. I haven't had any water today. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock. I think I had that much seltzer that was left in the bottle. And I had a bottle of kombucha. But no, I didn't have any water. So there you go. So I would check. That's the first thing that I would do is I would check how much water you're taking in. And then other than that, it looks like you could be feeling drained because Mercury could also make you feel drained in retrograde. There may be some negativity from the past that could be resurfacing or that you may be processing. Feeling prepared for life to move forward could be a little bit overwhelming, and life is moving forward, which could be making you feel a little bit drained. But drink more water. That's always my answer for everything. But it's really true. When I was a kid, or even when I was in high school, I remember feeling tired and sluggish all the time. And I really think it had a lot to do with me not drinking enough fluids. I hated milk. I hated milk. I hated it. So in school, when all the other kids were drinking milk, I wasn't drinking anything. You know, at one point, my mother would give me apple juice, but I didn't really care for that either. So I don't think I drank anything. Like, I don't remember really drinking anything while I was in school, and I was probably dehydrated all the time. Empress. Why did Cassidy said good morning, love, to my brother out of the blue from nowhere? Well, because she wants things to move forward. She's putting in a little bit more effort now. She wants to make sure he's still interested. She's got a wish around the situation, and she doesn't want to let things slide. If their communication has been down, she's trying to take a little bit more initiative. She's focused on him. She wants things to move forward, and she's starting to lose patience. Like, not so much with him, but just with the situation. She's trying to make something happen. Well, well, because do you know how many people or how many times people send me the question about, is he going to choose me or her? I get that question. I probably get it like 5 times a day. Either in live chats, or people will send me, people will send me wanting to do a spell on somebody. I want him to only be attracted to me. I don't want him to have eyes for anyone else. It's unrealistic, right? Because men are attracted to women. End of story, period. Like, he is not going to only be attracted to you and all of a sudden think that Beyonce and Angelina Jolie are ugly. Like, that's just not going to happen. Like, we have to be realistic about things. And the energy of the situation is that this person isn't communicating with you, or they're dating somebody else. Chances are nothing that I do is going to change that, you know? But what changes the situation is the way that you feel about yourself and the way you feel about the situation. You put things in perspective and you stop comparing yourself with somebody else. And you can say, oh, well, I'm not comparing myself, right? I think that I'm better than that person. But you don't if you're questioning it. If you think that somebody else is going to take what's yours, then you don't really believe that you're the one that's deserving. You feel like somebody else is deserving. And that energy never wins. It just doesn't. It's the same thing with going for a job interview. And I tell this story all the time. I had a friend who did not want to work. Doesn't want to work. He has every excuse in the book for why he can't work. He's full of fucking shit. But I don't speak to him anymore. Anyway, This guy would walk in and land these high paying jobs with no skills, with no degrees, with not a lot of experience. But why did he get the job? Because he didn't want it. He didn't want it. If he didn't get the job, then that was just a perfect excuse for saying, you see, nothing good ever happens for me. I don't get hired, right? That's what he wanted. But he wasn't getting what he wanted. He was getting the job because he didn't want it. And that's exactly the way relationships work. You know, when you don't care, when you're detached from the outcome, when you're like, he's not really that great, that's when he's like, hey, why am I not so great? I'm pretty great. Why don't you think I'm great? But if you're sitting there and thinking, well, look at the way he looks at her and he pays attention to her and I think she's skinnier than me and she's taller than me, then that's where the energy is going to go. So you know what I mean? And this is something that I think women do more often than men by comparing themselves with other people. My one friend used to tell me her sister was older, but her sister would come to her all the time with like pictures of her friends and would be like, do you think I'm prettier than her? Do you think I'm prettier than her? It's like, really? Like, do you feel that bad about yourself that you've got to ask your sister if you're prettier than your friends? Because that's not what it's about. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you look like. It really doesn't. That's why Angelina Jolie has been divorced 3 times. It doesn't matter what you look like. Divorce still happens. You know what I mean? So that's why those questions get a little bit frustrating, because instead of us learning like self-respect and self-confidence, we learn to compare ourselves to everybody else and how to be better and how to be prettier and how to be, and that's not the answer. The answer is confidence and healing the soul wound so that you're not attracted to creeps. Which is, could take a long time to learn that. Jay, why do I make the hard to read girls so nervous? Because I think she's interested in you. She's not confident in herself. Like, it's not that she's not confident in herself. She doesn't want to be the one to start talking to you first because she doesn't want to be looked at as like a flirt. Especially because I don't think a lot of women work there. So she doesn't want to look like she's unprofessional. She gets nervous because she feels like at some point you may start talking to her and then she's going to have to, step up to the plate. She's curious. She's a little bit interested. She's curious. She wants to know what you're about. And there's anxiety around it because now so much time has gone by. You guys haven't really said anything to one another. And now it's like the tension is building because nothing has been said, And, I'm kind of like her. Like, I've worked with people for years and never really had much to say to them. I'm not friendly, Like, that's just how I am. I don't know why, but I'm not friendly. Crystal, how will I get my fancy car this year? How will you get it? What do you mean, how will you get it? You're going to have to go buy it. Well, I mean, look, getting a fancy car or buying a car, that's free will. If you want a car, you save your money and you go and buy a car. Like, it's not going to like fall from the sky. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to take action. But the card suggests that if it's something that you want, you can make it happen. It's like anything else. Like, we have free will in this world, and I don't think that people understand that. So it's like, I could give you $1 million and you may not want to buy a car. You may decide that I want to go vacation in, Fiji Islands, and that's where you go, and you don't need a car. But as far as like, how are you going to get a car? You're going to save your money and you're going to go to the car dealer. Like, I don't know how else you're going to get it. I mean, and you can get whatever you want as long as you know what I mean? Like, that's something that you can make happen. Like, right now, I don't really feel it's important for me to get a new car because I'm not doing the driving I used to do, and I still owe on this car. So for me, my decision is I'm not going to get a new car. But if it was something that I wanted, then you make the decision that, yes, I want it. I'm going to go get a new car. So maybe I won't get pedicures anymore, but I'll use that money towards the car loan. Like, if you want a new car, you've got to figure out how to make it happen. But the cards indicate that it is possible for you to get the car that you want, but you've got to take action. It's not going to, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't put money aside for it and you don't work towards it, then you're not going to get it. If you don't go to the car dealer, it's not going to come to you. So how you're going to get it is you're going to have to put money aside for it. And you're going to have to go and, you know, and search around for it. Will I love it? You will love it, but I would be careful, because make sure that this is something that you want to do and that you don't lock yourself into a car loan that lasts 3 or 5 years. You know, my car loan is 6 years. That sucks. But it was what I had to do at the time. I didn't really have a choice. But you might feel like it holds you back if you do decide to get it. But this is a decision that you have to make. It's like, what's the energy for the situation? You can have it. You can figure it out. You can make it happen. How are you going to do that? That's up to you to decide. I'm going to stop, you know, buying. One thing that I stopped doing, I don't ever buy coffee out, because I'm not spending $5 on coffee when I can make a whole pot. Do you know what I mean? Like I can make a whole pot. That's enough to last me 3 days. I'm not spending $5 on coffee. So I learned to cut that out years ago. You may decide, hey, it's not that important for me anymore to, I don't know, go to the movies on Friday nights, and then that's where the money goes. But make sure it's something that you really want, because otherwise with the Eight of Swords, you may feel like you're bound to it and that it's kind of like a struggle, or it's not worth it. But yeah, you could absolutely make it happen. Empress, why did Cass... Oh, I did that one. Red, is the earth sign using magic to do it? No. No. This earth sign is just a pain in the ass and is just annoying, or just doesn't want to see it happen, but they're not doing anything and they're not in control of anything. They're just annoying. They may have a big mouth, but they're not in control of anything. Deja, will they train me at Kohl's? What the hell? These places got to train people. Yes, they will, but let's see what the cards say. They have to. How are you going to know what to do? Yeah, they will. They will. You're probably going to have some sort of an orientation, which is probably going to be boring and annoying, but yeah, they will. Sorry, what's next in love for me, and who's the one that I should look for? Okay, what's next in love? I've got a Capricorn that comes in here very strong. You also have success coming in around love, but you're going to have choices. Romance picks up possibly with somebody from your past. You could get involved with somebody from the past, and you may feel like, you know what, nothing around them has changed, so I'm going to explore my opportunities. Maybe that's where the Capricorn comes in. I think that Capricorn is new energy. I don't think that's someone from your past. Being guided by the divine may bring in this Capricorn. You may also have a fire sign that shows up, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and feeling like I'm no longer feeling stuck. You got happiness here that comes in around your life, and life starts to move forward. When it comes to love, I would look out for Capricorn's strongest. They may be the person that means, like, is looking for the most serious relationship. Somebody from your past you may be getting involved with and feel like, you know what, they haven't changed, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm moving forward. And then you got a fire sign coming in. Fucking Yankee Candle. They text me like every day with their sales. I'm not buying any more candles, I have enough candles. Like, why? I got enough candles. And I'll buy them if they're on sale. I can't say no to a sale. But I've been better. I've been better. Ashley, may I ask how the new Leo guy that I met is feeling about me and his next actions? I'm not sure what he's telling me is genuine. I'm a Leo too. Okay. All right, let's see what's happening here with this Leo guy. No, I would give him a chance, because it looks like there is growth and transformation that comes in around a wish that comes true. The relationship could stabilize and move forward. I would just proceed with caution. There is mutual romance or attraction that's happening. Things change for the better quickly. But he could be, you got to hear the devil, which is he may be over-exaggerating what he's saying. You know, like he may be telling you a little bit of what you want to hear, but I do think he's interested, and I would give him a chance. He hasn't done anything so far to make us think that he's like totally illegitimate. You know what I mean? Like he may be a little bit over exaggerating, but I don't think I think that his intentions are pretty good and that things could move forward with him, so I would give him a shot. That's true. Kim is another one, 3 divorces. Who else? There was somebody else that was, I can't remember who it was, that was like, had a number of divorces and was very young. I can't remember who it was. But I was like, I can't believe this person's been married and divorced 3 times, and they were very young. I can't remember who it was. It'll come to me. I mean, especially for Kim, it's like those first 2 marriages, I don't even feel like they were real. Like, what was that? Like, she got married to somebody at 19, and then that other guy, the basketball guy, she was married to for like a month. Like, really? She makes bad decisions. She makes bad decisions. Although, I don't know, none of the other girls seem to be making any great decisions either. Red, how does the earth sign try keeping us apart feel about me? You see, nobody can keep you apart. Do you know what I mean? It's like, this person may not like the idea. This person may be annoyed by it. They may be jealous, but they can't stop it. The only people that can stop it is you and him. So I wouldn't worry so much about this person unless the other person that's trying to keep you apart doesn't have the nerve to put them in their place. Then chances are, regardless of what happens around the situation, you're not going to want to be with somebody like that anyway, because they don't, I mean, who wants to be with somebody that's controlled by miscellaneous people? You know what I mean? Like, you got to have your own mind. Otherwise, who wants to be bothered with somebody else's puppet? It looks like this person feels like they've been treated unfairly, or that, I don't know, this is unfair. So I don't know if they feel that you treated him unfairly, or they were treated unfairly, but there is something that feels like, no, this is not fair. It could be something that's in their head. They also may feel like there's disrespect around the situation, or somebody didn't get out of it what they should have gotten out of it. I don't know. It's like feeling unrespected or disrespected. And they may genuinely just be annoyed by the situation, but they can't do anything. There's only 2 people responsible in keeping the 2 of you together, and that's the 2 of you. So either, I wouldn't worry about this other person at all, because they don't really have any power. I think that they feel that either you didn't treat the other person fairly, or they weren't treated fairly. Well, I don't mean to sound like obnoxious, but it's like, I think that we've grown up thinking that things are predestined and that things are going to show up for us, right? Like, the perfect guy is going to show up, the perfect job is going to show up, and then people say, oh, well, law of attraction, imagine it, right? Imagine the car in your driveway and it'll be there. Yeah, but they leave out the part about going to get it or to work towards it. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't blame anybody for feeling like, well, how is this magically going to happen? Because that's what we were told, right? Like, I remember as being a kid and going to religion class on Sundays, and they used to be like, well, pray and ask God for what you want. But they never said, well, yeah, and then go figure out how you're going to get it. They were like, oh, well, just pray. So you can't really blame people for not understanding how things are going to show up, because they don't realize that they have to take action, because nobody ever told them that, right? Like, nobody ever said that. Nobody ever said to me, pray for like a skill to have a good job, and then work towards accruing that or credits, or work towards polishing up that skill. Nobody ever said that part, which is the important part. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, how am I going to become an Olympic gymnast? Well, you're going to have to go get a trainer, and you're going to have to go and, go through whatever the steps are to become a gymnast. I don't know what they are, but whoever is into that may know. Like, I have a friend of mine who is 50 and just started gymnastics recently, because it's something that she wants to do. Good for her, but she had to go somewhere, right? She had to go find somebody that knew more than she did about it. And that's how it is with everything. There are very few people that are born into, like, Mariah Carey, who was born with the talent and has a mother who's an opera singer. Most of us don't have that. Do you know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out how, hey, I want to be a gymnast. This is what I have to do. I have to call somebody that knows more about it than me. But they don't, nobody tells you that, right? Like my nephew says, well, I'm going to be a pro football player. Okay, but you have to figure out how you're going to become a football player. You don't just wake up a football player. You have to follow the regimen. But that's the part that is left out, which is the most important part. And when it comes to anything, when it comes to getting in shape, getting a car, getting a job, getting a career, developing a skill, you know, people don't realize that's the most important part. Not just focusing on it or hoping that it happens. Like, you got to work towards it. And if you work towards it, you can have it. There's no reason why you can't. Right? Like, you know, like, look at somebody like Beyonce. She's been practicing and she's been doing what she's doing since she's a fucking kid. Michael Jackson's 5 years old. He didn't just wake up at 35 and say, I'm going to produce Thriller. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is something he's worked for his whole life. You know, any of these people. So it's the same thing with us. We just didn't know, you know, or we don't know how to do it. We got to be taught. It took me forever to learn that, because you know what I was always told? You can't do that. You're not going to be good at that. You got to do something reliable. You got to do something responsible. You know, so that's where my head was. Oh yeah, I got to be responsible, and that's what I was. I was responsible. But anyway, and limiting beliefs. Don't let limiting beliefs hold you back, but you still have to take action. Julie, is C still thinking about our situation? Is C still thinking about our situation? Yes, he is. He is thinking about it, and he's not happy with the way things are right now, but he may feel at this point that it's for the best. For him, anyway. Shemaya, am I going to get approved for the apartment and move in by August? I think you are. Yes, I think you are. You have a 70% chance, yes, you can make that happen. Plus, you got success coming in around you. Question, how's my client thinking of me right now? How is my client thinking of me right now? I don't know if this person's a little bit angry or frustrated. I don't know if something didn't work out in their favor and they're kind of taking it out on you. They may be feeling, but I mean, they do feel that you're stable, you're kind-hearted, you may be tough love, or you could be very know how to get things done. You're going to hear from them out of the blue if you haven't heard from them in quite some time, and they may have choices around them, or you might have choices around you. They may be feeling a little bit like they may be feeling a little sorry for themselves. I don't know what's happening with them. It's like they're sitting around thinking about things, but they're not taking a whole lot of action, but that's going to change. That's going to change. You should hear from them, and you have a wish around the situation. I think that they think that you're kind-hearted, sincere, well-prepared, you know how to get things done, and you accomplish a lot. Beautiful one, general. Okay, it looks like you've got money coming in, paying off a bill or a debt or a loan makes you feel relief. You've got the Empress here, which is like money, love, abundance, fertility, prosperity, and a wish comes true. It looks like you're listening to your intuition, you're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Success comes in when you make choices in your own best interest and you listen to your intuition. You've got a Scorpio comes in that may be of significance, and also an Aquarius. Ashley, the Leo guy flaked on me last week and we haven't communicated since then. He wouldn't respond after he expressed wanting to see me and then take me out. When will we talk? You should talk within the next 7 days. He looks like he really does want to go out with you, and he looks like he's legit, so I don't know why he's not responding to you. I would try reaching out to him again, only because with Mercury retrograde, I'm wondering if something happened where the message didn't go through, or he didn't get the message, or some kind of nonsense. Because the other reading suggested that he's pretty legitimate about wanting things to move forward. I don't think it would hurt to reach out to him one more time. Jay, I'm curious what gave the hard to read girl confidence to send me nonverbal cues weeks ago. She may have been picking up a vibe that there was something that, like, she may have been picking up a vibe that that's what you wanted. This is like Two of Cups, which would be a committed relationship and happiness. I would say she thinks that things could move forward. I would say that, or that's how she was feeling at the time. Now she could be feeling a little bit more like you didn't pick up on what she was doing, and she may think that you're not interested. But I think it's that this is going to change. I think she's lost her confidence because nothing happened. Kayla, is Damon ignoring me, and did I do something wrong? Okay, you didn't do anything wrong, and you're going to hear from him. So if he is ignoring you, it could just be because it's been bad timing or poor timing, and he may have other nonsense happening around him. But you didn't do anything wrong. You're going to hear from him. And I hate the ignoring, because let's just say you did something wrong. Like, why can't he just tell you that? What is ignoring somebody? Doesn't tell them what they did. I don't think you did anything wrong, though. No, I think it's a combination of poor timing and not being available to talk, or putting it off. Yeah, I think you'll hear from him soon, because you got the Page of Swords, which means it should change quickly. But like, what if you're mad at somebody? How does ignoring them help? Like, am I supposed to guess what it was I did? Like, am I supposed to figure it out? Because most of the time, people do things and they don't realize that they did it. You know, or they forgot to do something. I mean, we're human. We do dumb things. No, I don't think you did anything wrong, and I think you'll hear from him soon, maybe sometime this weekend. Cynthia, how is the Taurus feeling about me right now? How is the Taurus feeling about me right now? The Taurus thinks that you are loving, kind, caring, sincere, humble, well-balanced, intelligent, intuitive, and thinks that there's room for growth and transformation around the situation. Cynthia, will me and the Taurus talk soon? Yeah, you should talk soon. I would say maybe within a week's time. Crystal Princess, are me and Andy boyfriend going to find a place together? You're going to find a place together, but it's all about divine timing. it's going to happen, but you can't force it to happen because it happens through divine timing. Prussian. Is the apartment above Lee the right one for me? I think so. Got the Magician here. You can make that happen. Queen B. Is Johnny, my partner, coming back to me and our baby? Yes, he is, but it's another situation where it's divine timing. I wouldn't sit around and wait for it to happen, but it happens in its own time. Yeah. Crystal. Am I going to stay with my current job or change? I think you're going to stay for a while. I don't think you'll be there forever, but I think you'll be there for a while. Like I would say at least until the end of the year. Or maybe another 6 months or so. Cynthia, committed love coming for me soon. Yeah, you have a new journey on the horizon. A wish comes true. And it may be that you're not looking back on the past fondly, but you're eager to move towards the future. Looks as if you have a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I'm going to say that this could happen sometime this summer. Yeah, growth and transformation comes in around your love life. A wish comes true, a new journey starts, possibly with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Also could be a Scorpio, but I think it's a fire sign. Okay, I have got to go to work. I got to get ready for work. So can we cut off the super chats and I'll do the moderators and then I'll come back on tonight. And I will answer for some people here I didn't get to while I wait for the moderators. Maggie, love reading for the rest of this week. Okay, you may feel like you might be feeling a little bit stuck this week or like not much is changing, but that energy is going to shift pretty soon because you have a wish, put it out into the universe. Could be starting a new journey. Yeah. I don't know, this week it just may not be, you may not feel like anything fabulous happens, but change is on the horizon and a wish comes true. So I would put out into the universe what it is that you want, because it looks like love and passion comes in with a new partner. Could be with an Aquarius, could also be with a Leo. Got a Leo and an Aquarius coming in, and you may make a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and with that you have the world at your feet. Priyanka, damn, disappeared. Shit, these are all disappearing. Vicky, I've been arguing with my ex the last few days. Do you see this settling before the weekend, or should I leave? I think it'll blow over by the weekend. I think it'll blow over. I mean, if you could leave without it being a big deal, you know, like if you can go stay with a friend just because it's easier or it gives you a break, that's different. But if it means that you have to go stay in a hotel or something like that, then I wouldn't. No, then I would stay there. I think it'll blow over. Jade's Clouds. What are the Aries O's feelings to me this month? You may hear from them. So you haven't heard from them, but that could be them all of a sudden communicating. You have a wish around the situation. Happiness comes out. And perseverance. So I would say there may be reconnection sometime this month with that person. Mihak, what's coming towards my hubby in the near future? I would say that all of a sudden their life may start to move forward around a business or job opportunity. Feeling a lot of ambition makes anxiety move into the past. They've got feeling well balanced or very well prepared for happiness to come in around new job or business endeavors. No, I don't mean to come off really harsh, but you know, and I say it all the time, but it's like I think that we leave too much up to like things being destined, and not us taking responsibility. Like for like me, worked 2 jobs for 14 years that I didn't like. Did I do anything to get out of them? No, I just accepted that that was where my life was. It took me a long time to get out of it. So in those years, I definitely would have been like, and I remember even having my cards done, and she used to say to me, "You're going to do something more creative," and I was like, "That's never going to happen," because I couldn't see it because I didn't know how to make it happen. I was like, "This is where my life is. I'm going to be doing accounting and bookkeeping for the rest of my life." Now I can't even add two and two together because that part of my brain is totally shut down. But you know what I mean? Like when you're in the moment, you don't see a way out. So I totally get it. But it's like, and sometimes you really need someone to say, "No, you got to figure it out." And I did 14 years. That's a really long time. That's a really long time to be driving up and down this street, right? 2 miles up the road to one job, 7 to the other, back and forth, all day long, right? To work, home to walk the dog, to work, home to walk the dog, to work, home to walk the dog, go to sleep, rinse, repeat, do it again. But I couldn't see my way out of it. I was like, well, this is just what life has in store for me. This is where I'm going to be. This is it. How's it going to change? How's it going to change? When's it going to change? Not changing. It's not changing. 2002, 2003, 2004. I mean, I did it. So I totally get it when people are like, well, how's that going to happen? Because that's how I felt. But then it changes when you make a decision to figure it out. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. And I did that with, like, when I got my first Beetle, the first one, I was like, I'm going to go and get it. And I was like, I'm just going to go and get it. And I went to the one dealership, was like, you can't afford this. They were like, it's going to cost you $600 a month for a Beetle. And I was like, all right, well, we can't do that, but I'll figure something out. And then I was able to lease one. It was a bad idea, right? Because it cost me a lot of money. But I figured it out, and I did it, and I got what I wanted. So, you know what I mean? Like, you make the choice. The choice in that moment, when I got the 2006 one, I thought, well, this is my last chance maybe to get a convertible. Maybe I'm not going to be able to drive a convertible in the future. I'm going to make it happen now. And I did. I took the initiative and I did it. But I had to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I went to the first dealer with one of the girls I worked with at A&P. Her boyfriend worked for the Volkswagen dealer, the local one. And they couldn't. He was... They were like, nah, it's going to be like $600 a month. You can't afford this. Go away. Then I went to a couple of other dealers, and the one guy offered me a lease. And I think it was like, I don't know, $285 a month or $290 a month, something like $276, something like that. And with the 2 jobs, I was able to afford it. But I had to go there and I had to figure it out. And when it didn't work out with the first place, I went to another place, and I was determined to make it work. But once again, I made it work. It wasn't like I was just like, well, I'm going to get a Volkswagen, and I just waited for it to show up. I had to figure it out. And the same thing with, like, when I bought this place. That was a combination of desperation and I'm going to figure it out. I'm not even kidding you. I was 25 years old, and I was like, was I 25 or 23? I don't know, I was young. And I was like, I have no idea to do this. I just remembered there was a commercial that used to say, when your bank says no, Champion says yes. So I called that number. And I was like, all right, well, let me see. They give mortgages. Let me see if I can get one. I had no idea. Nobody to help me. I'm like, I just started calling people. But I figured it out. But that, like I said, was also part desperation, because I was like, where am I going to live? I need someplace to live. And I needed a place for my brother to live, you know? But, and sometimes desperation can give you the kick in the ass that you need. You know, like if you lose your job suddenly and you're like, fuck, now I got to find something. But, you know, like it's tough, because if you're waiting for things to fall into your lap, they usually don't. Sometimes things fall into your lap while you're in the middle of working towards something else. You know, like I'm working to do this, I'm working to do that, I'm going to school for this, and then all of a sudden this wonderful thing falls into your lap and you're like, okay, now what? Now I'm working towards this and I have this opportunity. Now you have to make a choice. But at the end of the day, you can pretty much make anything happen if you work towards that goal. Now, let me finish here where I was. Sorry, I love reading between now until the end of July. Perseverance pays off. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. It could be starting a new journey, but you're going to have choices. You probably won't commit to anyone between now and the end of July, but happiness comes out, a Leo shows up, an earth sign comes in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Looks like you have some new energy coming in and you're feeling prepared to explore your options. Got the Empress here, so you got love and money coming in. Enjoy that. Yeah, fear. Well, fear is another thing that also kept me in those two jobs because I was afraid. I was afraid that I wasn't good enough to work anywhere else. If you really want to get down to it, that's how I felt. I wasn't good enough to work anywhere else. General for Mel. Okay, you are feeling well prepared. Life has come back into balance and you have choices. The hard work that you've put into something is coming back to you, and you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Water sign comes in that could be of significance, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have a new adventure on the horizon and some good karma coming back to you, feeling as if the world is at your feet. You may be buying homes, changing homes, upgrading your homes, entertaining at home, or that also could be upgrading a relationship. Love cup looks like it could be full here with new energy that you could manifest. You got the opportunity here to manifest. You got money coming in. You're not looking back on the past fondly, but you're looking towards the future. It looks like you have cause for celebration that comes in when you feel well respected at work and well compensated. Alrighty. Alright, that's it for me then for right now. I'm going to go get ready for work, and I will see you guys tonight. Probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. Anyway, hope I wasn't too harsh. I'm about tough love. Anyway, I'll see you guys tonight. Thank you all very much. Bye-bye.